Alright everyone, we are downtown in the pretty core of Vancouver. I'm going to have a shower at Anytime Fitness. This is a brand new location right by the new big fancy casino. And this Anytime Fitness gym is up in that beautiful tower. I haven't been to this one before, so I heard it's pretty pretty. I'm gonna stop my camera for this next part. There were times in my life where I used to dream about living in an area of Vancouver like this, or being able to afford it, or always wondering what it was like to wake up and be these people. What it was like to wake up and walk the streets in these areas because I lived close to here. You know, there's so many, like, I don't know, I would have considered these like higher upper class people who had paying jobs that paid 3 times more than what mine could in order to be able to live in these areas. Like, the dreams that I used to have were totally different than the dreams I have now. And the life I have now is better than the life I had before. It was weird. I lived in a beautiful condo with a nice view, but I always dreamed about living in a beautiful condo with this kind of view, with these kind of people. These are ridiculous. These are like $1 million small 500 square foot condos down here. They're ridiculous in price. Like, I think a 1 bedroom and a den down here is like $1.5 million freaking dollars. But I live in this thing right now, and I'm living this lifestyle right now. This one, the same one all of these people are living. I get to walk the same streets they do in the morning, go to the same coffee shops they do in the morning, go to the same gyms they do in the morning, say good morning to everybody that's walking by just like they do in the morning. And I'm doing it without paying an ounce of rent. Zero. Even right now, the parking meters start at 9 a.m. It ain't 9 a.m. yet, which means I don't gotta pay the parking meter rent. Life's changed a lot, man. The way I look at life, the way I feel about life, the way I feel about me. I was chasing so much connection before because I felt so disconnected from everything. Now I feel connected to myself. I feel connected to the world. Van life is way better than this life any day. And if you really want this life, just park this van in it. Boom. Here I am trying to be cool. My boom. And I haven't unlocked my door yet. It's always that funny moment where you're like, boom, you're trying to be cool. Damn, dude. Don't stop.
Listen to the happy sounds and I gotta let them flow. Listen to the music. Whoa.
Nice. All right, well, we're back at my favorite graffiti spot here in Vancouver, and wow, has this place changed a ton since I've been here last time. I come here every single time I pop back into Vancouver, and I haven't filmed it the last couple of times because sometimes I like to soak in some of these moments for me, but whew, let's check it out. I want to talk to you about how this lifestyle has changed my outlook on just about freaking everything. What I see success being, what I see for my future, what I want in my life is not the same as it used to be prior to me starting this lifestyle. I used to have big dreams. I'm a big thinker, and I'll always be a big thinker, and that part of my life will never ever go away. But I used to dream about bigger, more expensive condos with bigger, more epic views and bigger, more fancier cars and all that other fancy schmancy money things that I used to throw out because I always felt that if people seen me with that stuff, they'd be like, damn, DJ Chrome has got some success in his life. Did you see his car? Do you know where DJ Chrome's living now? He must be doing so good. But that's how I always outlooked my life. It was always that painted picture that I thought everybody seen what success was. And I learned now that driving down the street, seeing some guy in some big fancy Ferrari, driving around with his big Rolex watch, that he's probably in the same boat as a lot of us, needing change in his life and dreaming about something bigger. Seeing a lot of the business people walk around downtown this morning in their busy rush, in their busy world, and probably don't even have time to take a look around them and experience and soak in the beauty that's actually in their day, like the flowers they walk by. I think all of them are all still seeking something that their world doesn't have. That very much like me, they've stuffed those little crevices in their world with material items and fancy things and expensive purses and big fancy watches and nice cars because they thought that would solve that inner want for something. And for me, living in the van solved all of those problems. I don't want or need a lot of things anymore. Sure, I do have things that I want to buy. Sure, you guys do see me purchase some things. I'm not chasing the big fancy vehicles. Don't get me wrong. I would love to buy myself a big high top van at some point in time in my life. But to me, that's not a silly purchase. That's not like me saying, I want to move down in this part of Vancouver and pay $3,000 a month for rent because it has a crazy view and a big soaker jet tub or something. But those are the silly things I used to aspire to. I was like, whatever, man, let's just make more money and then I can spend more money on rent and a bigger place and a nicer car. Where now, sure, I would love to go out and spend $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 on my most epic van. But that's different because I'm spending $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 or $100,000, I don't know, on a big, huge, brand new home. Couldn't buy a condo. $100,000 is like a deposit on $1 million condo downtown Vancouver, where I'd be buying a house. And that's what I look at. I still dream about buying a bigger van. Of course you do. When you're in a van, you can't stand up, and of course you're going to dream about something bigger. But that's a permanent home. Like, I look at that next big van purchase, which is probably coming in the next 5 years at some point, as me purchasing a long-term home to explore this world in and, live in and just express myself and meet new people in the world and see graffiti from all over this freaking planet. But I see those purchases differently. There's nothing I want in my life that's useless. There's nothing I need in my van that, or even, there's nothing in my life that I could purchase that wouldn't be an absolute necessity in my life because I don't have space to be buying things that are useless. Besides the material items things, success to my world is different now. Success is not what I thought it was my whole 9-to-5 job working life. I seen success as money, material items, and making the world around you think that you're doing good. Not realizing that success has nothing to do with money. Nothing to do with money at all. I make less money today than I did working the 9-to-5. I make less money today than I did when I was just DJing full time. It's nothing to do with money. I feel happy, I feel successful, and I feel like I'm doing exactly what I want to do right here at this point in my life. And this is the first time in my life I've ever felt that way. I always felt like I needed more. Well, today I can tell you that I feel like I'm doing exactly what I need to do right here today, and it's got nothing to do with money. Sure, it's going to take money to survive and have the bare necessities you need to survive, and I have that with YouTube. I make enough money on YouTube that it supports itself. It feeds me, it feeds him, it feeds our gas tank, and allows us to move around and film different things every day and try to entertain people with video content, or educate people with video content, or inspire somebody with some video content. To me, success has nothing to do with that dollar value. As long as you got your bare necessities paid for, what is money? That's it. That's all you need it for. You don't need material items. You don't need big fancy things like we used to always dream about. Just the bare necessities. Morning. I know for a fact that once you move into your van and get settled into this lifestyle, that you will start to have total changes going on inside of your mind, how you see things, how you feel things, what the connection feels like with everything around you. Because if it's done that for me, it's gonna do amazing and epic things for you, and I know that. I'm a huge ambassador for this lifestyle, only because I think once you make that major life change, everything in here on how you think changes. Because it takes confidence, strength, and power to do something awesome with your life. And I think once you get the courage to actually drop what's, quote, normal, everything inside of you is gonna be flipped upside down, and you're not gonna have any freaking clue how you're gonna deal with it. You're like, how am I gonna deal with what's going on in my life right now? Because it's different every day. Success, all the things I dreamt about all those years, I feel like today that was kind of a waste of my time. But live your life with no regrets, you guys. Enjoy the journey you've been on in your past, no matter how rocky or how nasty it's been. Use your past as a stepping stone to step forward to something awesome today, not tomorrow. Make the changes you need in your life right here, right now. And what made me think about talking to you guys about material items and how I used to stuff my life with that garbage before was just sitting downtown today and going for a shower in a big fancy part of downtown and watching all of these business people and stuff that I always dreamed about living like them. And today watching them in their little rat race and not even looking up at all just made me realize that I made the best choice in the world living the life I live right here today. Because today you can do what you want. You're not stuck in that old trap of the old lifestyle that we were all taught from our parents. You don't gotta live like that. Today, you can use your own mind and live it your way. It's simple as that. Stop fighting the fear that's in your mind. Stop being like, whoa, I can't. I gotta succumb to what my mind says that I can't. Don't ever put that word in your vocabulary, because you can. You can do anything you freaking set your mind to, and that's the truth. I know it's an old cliche, we've all heard it before. You can do what you want. Well, in this day and age, you can, and that's the freaking truth. So stop those barriers that are in your head, and do what you want to do today. Hey, Cruz. Like Cruz is like, I ain't gonna run up these stairs. I just want to see all of you guys live the life that you want to live. And hopefully you enjoyed just babbling with me today in this video. I know sometimes when I just open my mouth and talk, we jump and skip all over the place. But that's who I am. That's how my brain functions. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that bright, colorful graffiti. And it makes me super pumped for the rest of this tattoo. All right, guys, Weirdos Unite right here on this channel. So if you guys don't quite fit in, this is the place that you need to be. Express yourself on my channel. Feel free to be who you are in my comments. And I'll see you later. Peace out.